Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your October 2018 mid-month general readings. Thank you for joining us here today and welcome to any newcomers. I am back in California after 3 months in Europe, so thank you for those of you who continue to follow me and for all your likes, shares, and subscribes. Thank you to all of my clients out there too, both regular and new, for continuing to follow me regardless of where I'm at in reaching out for personal one-on-one readings. It's an honor and a pleasure always. Thank you so much. If any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me and you haven't read with me before, you can get more information and contact details by going to my YouTube channel's homepage and clicking on the little About button there, or you can click on the description bar of all the videos I post. Please feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you and set up a personal reading, live or recorded, as quickly as possible. Turnaround time is pretty fast because I do readings full time, 5 to 6 days a week. It is what I do. And I can usually get back to you within the first 24 hours of your initial contact with more information. I do a wide variety of readings in all areas of life, all different types and lengths of readings. So email me if you're interested and we'll go from there. All right, let's move right into this reading. This is for the water sign of Pisces for the remainder of October 2018. So we're looking at the last couple of weeks of October here for our lovely mercurial fish, our Pisces. For additional clarification, if you know your rising and your moon sign, watch those videos as well because that can be helpful. General readings can always resonate a little differently for everybody watching. All right, Pisces, let's see what's in store for you for the remainder of October. We have the Four of Pentacles, followed by the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Magician, followed by the Ten of Swords, and from the bottom of the deck, your overall energy and guidance is the Eight of Pentacles. So it looks like a lot of you, or most of you, are going to be kind of focused on working hard over the next couple of weeks, the remainder of October 2018, because that's your crowning card. Your overall energy is the Eight of Pentacles. I call this the worker bee card. Some of you may be working hard, working a lot, getting up early, staying up late, maybe working overtime. Can represent repetitive work too. And by work, this can mean a variety of different things. It can mean a conventional job where you're, clocking in and clocking out. It can mean a project of some kind that you're putting a lot of effort into on a day-to-day basis or most days. Even if you work from home or own your own business, or even if you're a stay-at-home person, you're retired or you just stay at home, it represents the work that you do, it's the work that you put into something that supports your day-to-day life, if it's not project related. So just kind of working hard on being really focused over the remainder of October 2018. Around the middle of the month or so, we find ourselves with the Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So three out of your 5 cards are Pentacles energy. So for a lot of you, the remainder of October 2018 is going to be focused maybe more in the Earth energy sector of your life, which is the area of your life that's the more tangible, practical area. It can often manifest in things like money, finances, job, resources, property, assets, things that we can see and touch and feel. So the Four of Pentacles is a card of holding on. It can represent holding on very tightly. In a financial, a monetary, or material sense, it can represent being very frugal or being very economical, saving money perhaps. In an emotional sense, for some of you, this might be relationship that you're focused hard or that's requiring a lot of work from you. I'm not really getting much in the arena of personal relationship energy here, but for some of you it could represent that way. In an emotional way, the Four of Pentacles can represent maybe being kind of guarded, protective, or closed down. Sometimes the Four of Pentacles can represent being miserly, whether that's it can represent being very frugal, whether that's with actual money and finances or with our emotions and our heart too. Perhaps we've I sometimes see this card come up when somebody's lost a lot in their life, or, has had stuff taken away from them, and so they cling very tightly to what they have left for fear of losing it. So it can represent that as well. Fours can be a number of stability. They can also represent stagnation. Well, what clarifies the Four of Pentacles is the Ace of Pentacles. Now, aces represent the number one, so they always represent the start of something new, promise and potential of a new path. And this is tangible new beginnings because, again, it's Pentacles too. So it's tangible, practical new beginnings, or tangible new beginnings or resources that will make a difference in your day-to-day practical life. This is a card that often comes up for moving, relocating, starting a new job, or a combination of all of those, maybe moving or relocating in order to start a new job. It can also sometimes represent receiving a sum of money or resources, perhaps unexpected, that enable you to start something new. Or start, a new practical new part of your life as well. So some of you, I feel may be, for some reason, I feel like some of you are purchasing your first home or moving into your first home. Working hard and saving has been the reason why you've built up enough to be able to, again, go purchase your first home or move into a new place or something of that sort. Some of you may be starting a new job or have recently started a new job. It may have been that you've come from another job into a new job, or it may have been that you've come from not working into a new job, which is where this kind of needing to be still kind of careful and economical about money comes into play. Some of you may be quite focused about working hard to save money, because I'm getting a big kind of putting money away or saving, holding on to money, because you're working towards starting something new. It could be saving for a home. It could be saving to start your own business. It could be saving for a particular thing that you want to buy. And I feel like you may be getting close to that, like the end may be in sight. So you're just focused on working really, really hard about that. Some of you, this might be relationship oriented in terms of, you're putting in a lot of work into the relationship. You might be moving or relocating. You might be putting a lot of work into a relationship that's starting off. It might be something new. Honestly, I'm not really getting much in the relationship. I'm not really getting anything in the relationship arena. So I feel like, I think for the majority of you, this is something to do with work, career, job, money, property. Although it may affect relationships in your life, it feels like the focus of it has to do with the efforts you're putting in towards something, towards getting something new, starting something new, or you're in the process of beginning something new now or recently. And so you just kind of focused hard, and you're being very careful too, particularly in the realm of finances and money. Now, at or towards the end of October 2018, we have the Magician and the Ten of Swords. So the Magician it's interesting because, for a lot of you, I think there's focus on money, finances, business, etc. The Magician has very independent entrepreneurial energy. I often see the Magician as the entrepreneur of the tarot. So some of you may be running your own business, starting your own business, or something to do with your own business, or branching out on your own. Because the Magician is a fairly independent energy too. In fact, if the Magician has a challenge, it's probably his challenge is in working with other people, because he's walked his own path for a while. He has his own way of doing things because that's what works for him. And sometimes he has a difficult time kind of working with other people that want to do things a little differently or compromise. But he has a long road behind him, and he's used that time to work very hard through trial and error, success, failure, triumph, and defeat, until he's gotten to a point in his career where he has mastery over everything now. He has all the tools, the knowledge, the wisdom, the experience to build, create, and manifest whatever he wants. The Magician, when the Magician shows up, it tells you, this is Spirit telling you, because it's a major arcana card, that you have everything that you need in order to build, accomplish, and manifest what you want. And you need little to no help from anybody else either, because the Magician doesn't mean if you find yourself in a position where you need help not to reach out for it, do that. But the Magician has reached a point where he has mastery, and this shows that you have, if you're not there yet, Spirit is telling you have everything that you need in order to accomplish and build and create whatever your vision is, whatever your goal is. Because the Magician takes everything that he has learned, all the knowledge, the experience, the tools, the wisdom, and he combines that with his own will, his own determination to manifest outwardly, externally, in order to build, create whatever he wants to, because he knows he's reached a point in his life where he has what he needs to do it. Now, it's clarified and accompanied by the Ten of Swords. Now, in the tarot, tens represent completion or cycles ending. And it's interesting because the sign before you, which was also water sign, Cancer, and I shuffle my cards like extraordinarily well. Cancer also had a very similar combination of energy cards in the very same place, the last combination of cards, the last week of October. They also had the Magician and the Ten of Wands, which was a heavy burden coming to an end. You have the Ten of Swords. Now, the Ten of Swords is sometimes referred to as the stabbed in the back card. It can represent a specific betrayal. Some of you may have had a specific betrayal or are suffering from, feeling a specific betrayal. Or some kind of unexpected deep disappointment which really took you off guard. But the beauty of tens is they represent a cycle ending. And particularly if that was an unpleasant or very challenging cycle, that's of course wanted. You can see that this golden light is shining down through these swords. It's a healing light. It's time to get up, kind of dust yourself off, and get going. You can see that the sun is rising in the background, a new day is dawning, and the animals are beginning to return to the scene. So whatever it is that happened to put this man or woman face down on the ground, looked like it was maybe kind of traumatic or challenging or very unexpected and difficult to deal with, it is at an end. It is time to, it's the cycle is done. It's coming to an end and it's time to move on. And you, because the Magician crowns that, you have the ability to move beyond whatever the source of this pain or betrayal or disappointment or whatever the source of this was, whether it was within a personal relationship or something at work or in a project or something of some kind. You have the ability to continue to move forward. It could have been a disappointment or a setback or a delay of some kind in a project or something you've been working towards, but it doesn't matter. Keep moving. Pisces, because you have everything that you need. It shows that you're hardworking and that you're putting a lot of effort into this. Continue to do that. It won't fail you. So Pisces, that pretty much wraps up your October 2018 mid-month reading. I hope that you found it helpful and useful in some way, because that's why we do these. Again, if any of you are interested in a more personal reading just for you, with me, live or recorded, please feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you. I do a wide variety of readings, love and romance, of course, compatibility charting, reconciliation spreads. I do career work and finance as well as investment readings. And I also do 6 and 12-month overviews, which take a look at what's coming in your life over the next 6 or 12 months, depending on how far ahead you want to look in all the main areas of life. Those seem to be particularly popular in the last few months of the year, although you can do them at any time of the year. But a lot of people like to order them in the last few months of the year as we're approaching the end of one year and moving into the next. I also do gift readings, again, which you can do at any time during the year, but they seem to be more popular in these last few months as gift readings during the holidays. So something to consider as well. There's nothing more personal than a personal reading as a gift for family, friends, loved ones. And I also do channeled messages from past on loved ones as long as there was some kind of strong connection or emotional connection there or familial connection. Okay, so, and you can also find me on the smartphone app Instantgo under Irish Gypsy for fast answers to the quick, easy questions. That link is also provided. So, Pisces, I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the November 2018 general readings. And until then, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. And I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.